Alright, this is just a quick review of switch statements and how they work. So in this problem, we're asking the person for their grade, and then we're using that grade to determine whether they're a freshman, sophomore, junior, or senior. And of course we have our default statement that says you're not in high school at all. So what they do is they enter their grade level. I did not error check it because I wanted you to see what would happen if it wasn't a valid grade. And then we do switch grade. And I have the first case. Case 9, it's going to output you're a freshman. Case 10 will output you're a sophomore. 11 will output a junior. 12 will output you're a senior. And the default is it's going to say you're not in high school. So if we run this a couple of times just to see show you what happens. So when we type in 9, you'll notice it says you're a freshman, and then it's done. And if I type in 12, it's going to say you're a senior and you're done. If I type in 6, it says you're not in high school. So what would happen if I took out the break here? So let's see what happens if I type in 10. So if I type in 10, it's going to go to you're a sophomore, and then it's going to stop, which is what it's supposed to do. But if I type in 9, what happens is it says you're a freshman, and then it says you're a sophomore. So instead of skipping the sophomore like it should, it continues on down and does them all. If I were to take out all of the breaks or forget them all, then what would happen is if it hit one of them, it's going to say all of the things below it. So now if I hit 9 for freshman, it says you're a freshman, sophomore, junior, senior, and then you're not in high school. So it just messes up the whole program. So remember, the breaks are supposed to be between the different situations. So we have our breaks in here. And you should always have a default of some kind. A lot of times you can just use the default sort of as your error message, but you can't necessarily use it to correct an error if there's an error in the program. So this is just a quick review of switches. Now if I had a switch and let's say I wanted to do letter grade instead of number grade. So now when I do letter grade, I have to have apostrophes, not quotes, around the different letter grades. And then I could do something like, you earned an A, or you earned a B, or you earned a C on the assignment, or something like that. Whatever you wanted to do on that. Let me fix this last one. Okay, so here I could say something like, you made a 4.0. And then here I could say you made a 3.0. And because I'm getting lazy, I could just copy this and I could say here, you got a 2.0. And then here, I could say you got a 1.0. And I could even have a default here that said, you did not get credit for this class. And then that would count as a 0 on your GPA. So this is just a different way to do it. And again, this time it's asking you for the letter grade instead of the number grade. And you have to put the apostrophes around the letters. I hope this helps.